Welcome to Setzer's super simple guide to Citadel Des Morts Easter egg in Black Ops 6 Zombies. This can be a little complex, so I'll start with the easier stuff first. There are some things you can do prior to unlocking the Pack-a-Punch and getting to round 10, but for the sake of this guide, both will need to be done. Follow the game's guidance to the Pack-a-Punch, talk to the old guy here to get the vision, and reach round 10. At round 10, special zombies will spawn with Templar helmets. Killing them drops a stamp. Take those stamps to these statues and interact with them to obtain the swords. These statues will have symbols that represent which sword it holds: the dragon, the crow, the stag, and the lion. You will need to do tasks related to each sword to unlock their power and move on to the next step. I will wrap each section of the swords in its entirety up until the part where you get the incantations. Starting with the easiest one, the dragon sword. After obtaining the sword, run back into the entrance hall and head to the top of the stairs and insert the sword into the pedestal. If you look above the statue, you can see where the braziers are lit. They are the same every time. Go to the brazier and interact to get the flame and run back to the statue. You will lose HP when you have it, but killing enemies will restore your HP. After doing this all 3 times, you get the Caliburn sword. Take this sword or some Molotovs and head into the courtyard. Go to the ramparts and look toward the castle. You can see 2 bonfires above the castle, and the last is above the Speed Cola. You can also see it from the ramparts. After lighting all 3 bonfires, a doppelganger spawns. Kill it and get the Ankh. Take the Ankh here to this glowing rune and kill until it's charged and the chest spawns. Use the sword on the chest to obtain the fire spell. Stag sword is next, and get the sword and find the 3 lightning rods on the map. The first is next to Deadshot. The second, you will need Deadwire, and you need to shoot this box next to the lion door. The third randomly drops from zombies, usually in the crypt. I am unsure about how to force this to drop. So far it's been pretty random, but they've been here. After obtaining the 3 rods, giggity, head to the ramparts and put them into this urn. A lightning storm will spawn. Kill enemies inside the storm until the sword gets charged, and hit the urn to discharge the sword. If you wait too long, it will hurt you and reset. Do this 3 times and insert the sword, wait for the animation, and take your Durendal. Now head over to the barn and shoot this horseshoe and take it. Launch yourself out of the cannon, on top of the ramparts, and search for the lightning storm nearby and obtain the charged horseshoe. Take it to the rune here and kill until it's charged, and hit the chest with the lightning sword to get the lightning incantation. The lion sword is next. After obtaining the sword, 4 glowing bugs will spawn. Don't kill them. Lead them to the lion door located here. Then kill one bug, with the sword, and the sword will glow. Hit the door with the glowing sword, and repeat this 4 times. Once all 4 runes are on the door, you can interact with the door to go inside. Place the sword on the pedestal and shoot the runes in the following order. The visuals will be on screen: the bullseye, the star, the triangle, and the null sign. Grab your charged blade and head over to where you got the swords. You will see these red crystals. Shoot the first one, and then position yourself in line with the faint beam of light, and shoot the crystal the light is coming from, and it will lead you to another. Follow this to the end to get the brooch. Use the brooch on the rune here, and kill until the chest appears. Hit the chest with the blade of light to get the light incantation. Lastly, we have the Raven Sword. This one is by far the hardest because you gotta use your eyes and your noggin. After obtaining the blade, head over to the lab and look for an object called an antiquity. The game will tell you when you have it. Take the antiquity and the blade and head on over to the Pack-a-Punch area and take the slide. Towards the end of the slide will be a raven statue. Shoot it to spawn a raven. After you land, shoot the raven flying away to get the claw. This will be for the latter part of this, but it's easy to do this way. Head to the basement of the bar and insert the antiquity and the blade. This is the hard part. You have to observe the antiquity and determine which zodiac sign it represents. That will be all the information you need to solve this puzzle. The outer blue ring represents the zodiac sign itself, and the green ring represents the element the sign belongs to. In this example, I got the 2 skulls, which represents Gemini. Find the symbol for Gemini, and then match it with the elemental sign. Gemini is an air sign. Line these both up with the green arrow at the bottom of the ring and submit your answer. The antiquities can be hard to discern sometimes, so take a really good look at it before making an attempt, as it will eventually lock you out until a new round. After you get it right, a purple portal will spawn and orbs will fly out of the ring. Lure them to the portal on the floor, and they will get big sucked. Do this 3 times and the portal will move. Rinse and repeat 2 more times, and then head back down to the sword and activate it to get the Void Sword Balmung. Take your blade and your claw and head down to the water room next to the Pack-a-Punch and use the claw on the glowing floor rune. Kill until the chest spawns and attack the chest with the blade to get the dark incantation. Now that we have all 4 blades and their incantations, we can do the next step. This is difficult to do by yourself, so find a friend who knows how to communicate and describe things well. Get yourself Melee Macchiato perk and head down to the water room. Use the perk punch on this wall to reveal a bunch of runes. The other person will need to be in the bar and inspecting these bottles around the bar marked with Roman numerals 1 through 6 with corresponding runes. Shoot the runes on the wall in the order of the bottles to unlock the book. You'll need to get the 4 pages for this book, so head on up to the sitting room with the couch and TV and look around for these 4 pages. Put them in the book to learn the order of the traps you need to activate. This should be read like a book, so from left to right, top to bottom. So it's going to go up, down, up, down. The insignia of the traps changes, but the trap locations are all the same, so find the right traps that match the order for your book, and activate and kill zombies inside the trap until it shatters. Do this for all 4 traps in order to finish this step. This will unlock symbols on a wall in this hallway, showing the order in which to do the next step. This changes each game. You must use the spell incantation on the matching statue, then inspect your weapon in front of it. If done right, the statue will salute and glow. Do this for all 4 statues to get the orb. For this final step, you need to return to the areas where you got the original incantations and find this thing jutting out of the walls. Insert the orb and start the trial. To charge the orb, you need to kill enemies with the corresponding elemental damage. Fire for fire, lightning for lightning, etc. These are all timed, so use everything liberally, especially the incantations as they respawn around the map. After completing the trial, be sure to pick the orb back up before going on to the next ones. The Shadow one is by far the hardest in my opinion. Your best bet is to group up a whole train and rip the Void special, use the incantations, and pray. The Lion one was also weird. You have to stand in the green orbs that spawn until they disappear, but that was being a little funky too, but it worked out. After you have all 4 elements charged up, return to the wall with the order of incantations, salutes, and use the orb to unlock the final hidden room. Get the item inside and return to the statue in the starting area to place the object and start the final fight. Gear up, perk out, and good luck. Aerial support weapons don't work here, so get stuff like mutant injectors or sentry turrets. Thanks for watching. If this helped, or if I was too vague about something, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Peace.